Okay, this week in lab, we're going to be using these handheld spark views and a motion sensor. Start by turning the spark view on, hold the button underneath here for a few moments, and it'll start to immediately, the screen will light up and it'll start to load up. All right. While it's loading up, you can actually plug the motion sensor into the top here, into the spark view. Please be careful. Some of these pins in this plug have bent, and if you have trouble getting it in, do not force it. Ask your lab teacher for a new motion sensor or even a new handheld if necessary, okay? So I'll do that now. I'm gonna push this in carefully, just like that. Okay, there it is, I'm in. And if everything is working properly, it should auto-detect. In other words, this spark view should auto-detect the motion sensor, and it has. All right, I have a choice. I can choose position versus time, velocity, or acceleration versus time. Not sure if you can see that, all right? For this lab, we're gonna choose position versus time, and I find it's easier, rather than using your finger, you can actually use a pen cap or an eraser on a pencil and tap position just like that and hit show, okay? And what should come up is a position versus time graph. Now, this is not a pinch zoom screen. It's not. It doesn't work like your cell phone. It's a little old-fashioned, so watch carefully. If I want to extend the time axis, I actually touch on time axis and I drag to the right. Actually, that shrinks the time interval, because as I move to the right, I'm zooming in, so now I only have 2 seconds here. I don't know if you can see that. As opposed to going this way, I have now more like 25 seconds. I'm going to leave it at 10 seconds. I think that's a good amount of time. And my position graph, I'm going to, over here, my position axis rather, I'm going to tap that one and also drag up on that one, okay? Just to give me about 2 meters or so. So I think that's good, just like that, 2 meters. Okay, good. Next, on the motion sensor itself, there's a switch. It has a little cart and a little person. See it there? And you are going to be, you're measuring the motion of yourself, so put it on the little stick figure, that's you, okay? And the way this works is it sends out a little pulsed sound. That sound travels, bounces off the object, comes back, it times how long it took, and it knows how to track the position or the velocity or the acceleration with time of the object that's in motion, okay? Note, this circular piece needs to be facing the thing that's moving. If my hand is moving, I have to make sure this is facing where my hand is, all right? So I'm gonna tilt this down this way so that when I move back and forth in front of it, it'll track my position with time. To make it a little easier, what I like to do is I'll take this piece of cardboard and give it something to see, so to speak. That way it doesn't have to, it can bounce off this flat surface more easily, okay? To start the spark view, what you want to do is, I like to press these buttons up top here. So you press, again, make sure your probe is facing you. Press this button here, and now you can see it's measuring as a function of time, the position. I'm going to back up a little bit. Here I am all the way back here. I'm going to stop. I'm going to come back a little bit faster, and I'll stop it. And look at this. It's giving me my position where I was as time goes by. Okay, let's take a closer look at that. All right, there it is. If you want to zoom in a little bit, you can, of course, you can stretch the axes like that. You can, whatever you need to do, all right? So good luck and have fun.